Ben Thaler just ready to start this match. And John, cup holders for the past 3 years, St Helens won 16 successive Challenge Cup ties. They'll be confident, but those 4 tries that Saints have scored, missing 3 of those conversions, it does give the Catalans hope, doesn't it?
They'll be confident, but they'll be very, very respectful of this Catalan team, who are renowned as a second-half team, one who always come back very, very strong in the second half. But I'm sure Mick Potter got the script right in the first half. I'm sure it'll be more of the same in the second half. Let's keep targeting Thomas Box. Let's keep going down the St Helens left-hand side and challenging the right hedge Catalan defence.
And I think Catalans have really got to pick up on Sean Long and this man, Leon Price. He's very, very lively, isn't he?
Well, I think both 6 and 7 for St Helens have been outstanding in that first half, and if it's more of the same, it'll be St Helens going into the bag for the second half, the quarter-finals. But mistake there from Sean Long, under a lot of pressure from Casey Maguire, and that forced the ball to go out of play. So it's a pretty good turnover here for the Dragons, right on the halfway line.
Ball out on the full. Okay. So the ball transferred to the opposition. Catalans then with 6 tackles. The completion rate on the 6 tackles, John, for the Catalan Dragons, just 67%. Despite some good rugby, that's not very good, is it?
Well, it's not very good when your opposition's had more ball and they're completing more sets. But the big factor, I think, in the first half is the fact that St Helens, they missed just the 1 tackle, which led to the try. So that's how good their defence has been, and that's what you need in Challenge Cup football.
Good movement now then. Good play from the forwards. Movement! Ferriol. Maguire. Adam Morg. Thomas Potts running well. This is good now. They've got an overlap out wide. Oh, Francis Melly came in well. That's a knock on. Well, the 2 wingmen, Melly and Eddie Gardner, well, they really have come in well with that crunching of a tackle.
Well, that's what you're paid to do as a wing. You have to make decisions, you have to make good decisions with ball in hand, and also when the opposition have got the ball. And Francis Melly's decision-making, spot on. He took the space there, he put his body on the line, he put the ball, carry it under pressure, and he forced the error. That's a great defensive piece of play from Francis Melly.
You don't see a lot of the tackling like that, John, now, with the wingmen coming in short and taking out the centre. It was an old technique, wasn't it?
It was, yes, but it's one that's, again, it's all on the decision making. Semi-Teddy Bradford's very, very good at that.
Yeah. I well remember greats like Billy Boston and Mick Sullivan being experts at that. Your teeth used to rattle. Roby, Long. Oh. A high tackle, but not necessarily a dangerous one. I think referee Ben Thaler did right just to let St Helens continue the momentum. Both sides be congratulated on playing a very open game.
2. It's been a very good game, Ray, but obviously the pressure just released on St Helens with that 6 points right on the hoot. It's just made them a little more comfortable for this second 40 minutes.
Jean-Philippe Bale, number 15 there. Back here.
Movement! Go.
Morg, good footballer, this Adam Morg. Gregory Mooney, who played in the Challenge Cup final when the Catalans were defeated in 2007 against St Helens.
Okay.
Good running by Melly.
He's having a very good game, isn't he, Francis Melly? He's been good defensively, he's been good fielding the kicks and returning them, and he obviously his finishing has been clinical.
Movement!
Wheeler.
Ready. Go.
Price is a standoff, John, but he's so big. He takes the ball at first receiver, almost like a loose forward, and he's a ball-playing loose forward, isn't he? But he has such pace.
He's an outstanding rugby league player. He can pop up on the edges, he can pop up round the ruck and make things happen.
Flannery doing well there to pop up round the edges, but I'm afraid he's lost the ball.
Well, he's lost the ball, but St Helens' head and feed. 1-on-1, I believe the referee indicated there.
Let's have a look at this.
Adam Mogg reefed the ball out.
Yes, he did.
That is the knock-on.
I think Mogg reefed the ball out, but I don't think he knew that Bell was coming in behind him, John, did he? But it's a good decision by Ben Thaler.
I think it was a bit fortunate there because I think St John's questioned whether there was too many.
Scum it was, yes.
Helen James.
I think you would have got away with it many a time, but good spotting there by Mr. Thaler. Made his Super League debut in 2005 and impressing here this afternoon, the referee, Paul Clough.
He's been impressive as well as Paul Clough. He's done a lot of work there, and a lot of foraging and getting his team going forward.
He does all the graft, John. Came through the academy, just 21 years of age. Here's another young man, does all the graft. James Graham.
David, move!
Saints looking to punish the Catalan Dragons now for that indiscretion there.
Move, play ball!
Going down that blind side, this is dangerous. Well, it was, but Gary Wheeler did well to get hold of that. There's a battle for the ball.
Well, I didn't know whether Greenshield had the ball first.
Yeah, it's going to be penalised, actually. But I do think that the referee, now in my playing days, John, the referee would have shouted who had the ball. You know, he would have shouted Wheeler or Greenshields. He made no reference whatsoever. And I think that Greenshields actually felt he had the ball.
I'm sure he did.
Whether he did or he didn't. Here's a chance now for St Helens. Long. Wellens. Gidley.
Movement!
St Helens confident to move this ball around. Long again. Graham. Good tackle.
Move!
Good tackling there from Fakir. Long again. Nice slip. Wellens, can he get it over? Gets it to Roby. Roby. Just held up. 2 tackles remaining. Good drive there by Roby. Graham. Oh, he bounced it.
Well, video referee.
Now, I think he's looking to see did the ball go behind him.
Well, he's made a very good decision again, Ben Thaler. So
see if the ball went behind him.
Let's see what Steve Gans
pick the ball up.
Will come up with.
Yeah. I think he's quite right to go to the video referee here.
He is, because
he lost the ball. Did he go behind him?
Well, he's reaching out to score. Did the Catalan player play at the ball? And I think that he did. And anyway, it's gone backwards. So for me, that's play on, and it's a clean pickup. And obviously, it's going to be a clean put down by Mr. Wellens. And I think that's 4 points, and that's very good refereeing indeed.
Here's a good angle. Yeah, it's knocked
out by
Greenshields,
which is allowed to do. There's no problem with that. But obviously, it's made the ball alive. It's made it play on, and that's what James Gray has indicated to the referee. And
I think Saints can have a try here, John.
It's a definite try for me.
Well, we'll see what Mr. Ganson makes of it. Never a man to shirk a decision, Steve Ganson. This could be a definitive one for the destination of this match. Looks like a try, I think. Yes, it is. The roars all around this famous old ground greet the try, and that was a very, very good judgment.
It was very good refereeing, wasn't it? It really was, because the instinct initially was that Graham had tried to reach out, he'd knocked the ball on, but when he actually re-looked at it and went through the slow-mos and so on, it was exactly right there. It became a play on. But there's the contentious one for me.
That's what I think it all starts.
Well, for me, Greenshields has got the ball there.
Yes. But the referee, to my mind, should have said, look, held, such a body has the ball. I don't know whether they do that now in the modern game. And Long kicking again, and successful.
Okay, Steve.
So St Helens then edge out a little further, 24 points to 8 now.
Yeah, there it is again. Greenshield has played at the ball. Wellens just is ever alert, the opportunist there, and it's the easiest trial scorer in all his career, and he's scored a fair few.
Engineering, number 7, Sean Long.
Amazing, John, how tries come from mistakes. mistakes made a little earlier, handing possession over, and then you're in trouble.
Well, all the missed tackles or errors, they're all the consequences, aren't there? And inevitably it rolls on to another action.
Okay.
Bryn Hargreaves and Flannery bringing the ball away. We'll just see if there's any news down there following the half-time rest. Damien?
Yes, more bad news for Catalan Dragons. Olivier Lima has a rib injury. It was a muscle tear underneath the rib cage. The doctor says his afternoon is over. Big loss for the French.
Certainly is, because they do need the forwards to hold this St Helens pack.
He's really impressed me.
He is.
Movement! Stand up!
Scored a try in the Challenge Cup final against the Dragons 2 years ago, did club. Oh, well taken.
Magnificent full-back play, was it, from Greenshield? Under pressure there, never took his eye off the ball and just pouched it without a problem.
Little wonder Johnny was voted the full-back of the year last season, beating players like Wellens and Webb at Leeds.
3. Movement! Wait, guys. Wait. Go.
The Catalans now needing some inspiration here in midfield. Having great difficulty breaking down this St Helens defence now.
Five. Move!
David Ferriol,
Okay.
number 8. Bosk.
Okay, let me give him 10.
Oh, that's too far, too hard.
I think that's a better result than kicking it to Francis Melliray, to tell you the truth.
Yes.
The way that he's returning the ball, and you know, the Catalans have tightened. I know they conceded that try, but they have tightened the defence up in the second half, and they haven't actually missed a tackle where they've got a contact in on the St Helens players.
Roby.
What's on the ball, eh?
Melly coming in off the wing, as big as any forward. Roby again, pushing it down to Lee Gilmore.
Put Lee! Well done.
Graham. High tackle. Remy Casti.
Yeah, it is a high tackle. He came onto that ball with a great purpose there, did James Graham. And it was that aggressive carry that forced the indifferent technique, and that led to the penalty. And when St Helens get the ball 20 metres off your line at the start of a set, you're in a bit of bother.
The Catalans continuing to concede penalties, John, and it is their undoing, isn't it? I mean, it's costing them many metres. 2-1 there, 8-4. Here now, Price. Oh, good ball, Flannery, but that's a good tackle.
That's good edge defence from the left side of the Catalan Dragons. We'll see if the right side will be able to do it later in the tackle count.
Can they hold Roby out? They can, but still St Helens pressing here now. 3 more tackles remaining. The pressure on the Dragons. Good ball. Pull the tour. Haven't seen him for a while. He's been having a nice sit down somewhere. Been having a rest on the interchange bench.
Come back.
Well, that's good, Harry. In
now,
that,
whose ball is that?
Well, that should be a Catalan ball there.
You see, the referee again. Now, I think this is wrong. Well, I think Mr. Taylor should be shouting, held, St Helens ball, Catalan ball. You don't leave it to 2 players to decide.
No, it was. I think there was an error early with Greenshield, and this is definitely one there. It's Dane Carlo, isn't he? And he's been the most enthusiastic, the most eager to the ball, and it should have been Catalan possession, but it isn't. And St Helens on your own goal line, you're in trouble.
Ball here now to Sean Long. Here again, and there's the try for Helens, and all again coming from that decision as to which player was holding the ball. But St Helens showing the class, showing the professionalism, and Helens picking up the try. His 146th for the club.
Yeah, you've still got to execute the play though, haven't you, even if you've got field position. But it is a contentious one. If you look there, I think Carlo's the first to the ball. He gets the ball under control. And it's that's a decision for the ref to make. For me, he made the wrong one. But that's lovely play. Once again, it's lead runners confusing plays. It confused Adam Mogg that time. Just watch, he's sucked in by the lead runner. Ball goes out the back, and there's enough space then for Wellens just to pin his ears back and slide over for another very good try.
It's an excellent try by St Helens, and Paul Wellens getting on with the game, ignoring everything that's going on around John. That's how a professional side should be. But I really do think Mr Taylor, I think he's had a very, very fine game, but I think in those two incidents we should have been told who was to have the ball. Sean Long looking for a second conversion, and he finds it. So St Helens then moving away now from the Dragons, and I think the Saints fans settling back a little now. There were nervous times in the first half.
Lovely play though, isn't it? Long round the back, and then it's Flannery, the lead runner, who attracts attention, and that opens up the gap for Paul Wellens to score. Great execution of a play.
And Stephen Bell, the Catalan centre, came up a little bit early, John, and just left a gap out wide there for him. Now, that should be the Catalan Dragons' ball, because the ball went direct into touch.
Well, did somebody touch the ball?
It's been touched then. Right, and it not touched anything by the Catalan man, had it? No. So it's St Helens and the ball then? Yeah? Well, actually touching... It's been touched by St Helens, sorry, by Catalan. Right, OK. So he's coming down Saints' ball, scrum down Saints' ball.
Oh, well, he's judging that the ball was touched by the Catalans. Let's have a look at this. High kick. It's not touched by anybody, is it? It was out of play.
Here we are. Where there, guys?
Oh, he's in the air.
He's in the air and knocks it back.
No,
so
he knocks it back, he's right.
That's play on.
That is play on. He was in the air, John, wasn't he? He was over the line.
Look at the possession, though, Ray, this second half, and that's the reason St Helens have pocketed this game, 78% to 22, and territorial they've also had it, and that obviously tells on the scoreboard.
And let me compliment Mr Taylor and the touch judge there, because if you are in mid-air, even if you're over the line, you still can knock that ball back.
You can.
Go.
Here now, Sean Long. Vassapaloo. St Helens then comfortably leading now by 30 points to 8. Just less than 25 minutes remaining. Long. Leon Price. Put it through. Beautiful sidestep. He's got support inside him. Oh.
Forward pass.
Yep.
Forward pass. But, well, Casey Maguire did so well to intercept that
What
ball.
marvellous play that was, though. Those two passes, you know, there must have been both 20-metre passes, which cut out lots and lots of defenders. And that's what opened up the gap for Price to almost put Wellens through. And good scramble there from Maguire to pounce on the loose ball. But it was the width of the pass from Roby to Long and Long to Price that really cut out so many Catalan defenders.
Move, Chris! Wait, guys.
Catalan then battling against a powerful St Helens side. Saints, of course, were 14-1 odds on with the bookmakers in coming into this game, and looking like that at the moment.
3. Move! Wait!
Green Shields.
Stay out, Leon! 4. Away! Okay,
having difficulty, John, now the Dragons making progress when the ball moves away from these forwards.
Move! Wait!
Well, they haven't had the ball race, so the fatigue factor must be there. And obviously, when you've been defended so much, you tend not to offer much with ball in hand, many options ball in hand, and that was a pretty ordinary kick that allowed Wellens to return the ball fully 20 metres.
Eddie Gardner not had many running chances this afternoon.
Well, they've majored, haven't they, on attacking the French side's right side defence, sorry. So I think that's the reason why it's been predominantly Mellor and Melly and Wheeler who've featured prominently.
Kieran Cunningham, the number 9, coming back to the fray. Gary Wheeler, a little sidestep.
4.
Very promising footballer. Cunningham again. Just look at the yardage made there. Tremendous running.
5. Move!
Oh, that's holding down, surely. Play on though, says the referee. Here now to Price. This is dangerous. Ball to Gidley. Beautiful ball. Oh, forward pass.
Well, they tried to give you what you wanted, Ray, a bit of action down there, right side attack. And again, it was lovely quick hands, but unfortunately just that last pass just forward there, Gidley handing the ball on very much as Paul Wellens did in the first half, and it did drift forward to Eddie Gardner.
This man, Pello, did well. He came in very, very quickly, didn't he, on Gidley?
Well, what you do, you put skill under pressure, don't you? You don't hang back and let them play. You take the space and put them under pressure.
That's a drop.
And they're just tired, aren't they, with all the defending that they're having to do, and
that tiredness is always seen, John, when you're taking the ball forward and you take a hard tackle.
Exactly right. And there we've got the error. It's going to be a long last 20 minutes for Kevin Walters and his team.
And Flannery going off the pitch.
Here we go again, son. Down, lads. Heading Cannon.
A leg injury.
Out.
Let's hope it's not the birth of another baby, John. He left at half-time when he played against your team, didn't he?
He did, yes, he did.
His wife
well, it must be
sent an emergent message.
It's record gestation time if it is another.
Yeah. The first I've ever heard of a player leaving a game for the birth of a baby.
I was hoping all 13 had left, Ray.
Yeah, no, go on. Yeah, go on. Listen, when we're in the tackle, there's no need to come in like that, mate. Frustrated or not, we do not see whatever. It could be cool. All right?
Referee, Mr. Taylor, not too happy there with the punches in the tackle.
Okay. So then, Jerome, good luck.
Remy Casti, the offender. Passavalou being manhandled there, but he's up to it, the Samoan.
Get up.
Cunningham. Long. Price going through himself. Oh, just couldn't get the ball there to Paul Clough. But what a good game Paul Clough's had, John.
He has. He's had an outstanding game. He really has. He's been very busy. The work that he's done has been high quality. And he's been very important in that middle channel for St Helens, taking them forward and obviously being very tight defensively.
Catalans here, desperate to break away from their half, but so difficult now.
Move! Okay.
That's better, that's good running.
Movement!
One tackle remaining. Maguire, nice little chip over the top, that's a good kick.
Inventive play, but
he would have been better kicking the ball on, John, because even if he collected it, it was the sixth tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is Leon Price. Lovely breakthrough there. Unfortunately for Clough, he deserves a try, but he just couldn't feel the ball there. And this is just invented, the end of the Catalan set there. And I'm with you, Ray. Perhaps he should have toe-poked it forward and just had a foot race with Wellens to see who could reach the ball first.
You can imagine the Catalans' thoughts when you see an international like James Roby going off, and then suddenly somebody like Kieran Cunningham comes on. That's in half-back.
Or Mori Fassavalou.
Well done.
Etc.
There is Cunningham again, using that powerful surge that he has. Great strength.
Oh, Fassavalou goes off and James Graham comes on, Ray. Another great Britain international.
And Cunningham leaves two men down there. Oh, and that's the pass, and third is Paul Clough, number 17. A try for the lad who has worked so hard this afternoon. Has been so much there on hand when people have been near the line. He picks up a good try. And one or two of the Catalan Dragon players now walking back very, very wearily. Just look at those two on the ground from that Cunningham plunge.
Lovely play, wasn't it, from Sean Long that time. Inside pass to Paul Wellens. And I'm really pleased that Paul Clough has crossed the line because he just deserves it for his very, very high work rate. He fields the ball there, nobody to beat. It's the best sort of try you can get that, but he certainly deserves it, not for that effort, but for his game generally.
And you mentioned tiredness, John. 5 tries from St Helens without reply.
Well, they've had all the ball, basically, this half. I mean, over the game, they've had 11 sets more than Catalan, and you just can't let St Helens dominate possession. You've got to try to starve them of the ball.
And another 2-pointer there from Sean Long to add to the scoreboard. 36 points to 8 then now for St Helens. And certainly it looks as though the cup holders will be going into the pot for the draw afterwards in the clubhouse. 36-8.
Sponsored by SLC Engineering, number 7, Sean Long.
Content.
Intelligent kick there, John. Short kick. The Catalans knowing that somehow they had to get that ball.
Well, they just haven't had any possession in the St Helens half, and you know, the game's gone basically, so you may as well try one or two high-risk strategies and practice them.
Okay.
And it was a nice short kick-off, and Eddie Gardner couldn't feel the ball. So they're starting to set in St Helens half now. I bet that hasn't happened very often in this second half of the game.
Surrender! Stand! Okay.
Catalans taking it away. Short
Move!
game. Vincent Duport coming in from the wing there. Not had too many chances.
3. Move! Go.
Bosch. Inside
4.
to Fakir. Just 2 tackles remaining though.
Go.
Bosch again.
Okay.
Pello. Tricky little footballer, this man, Dimitri Pello. Played for France in the World Cup last year. Bell on the 5th tackle. Bosch. Beautifully picked up there by Wellens. Ready to perfection. In the right place at the right time. That's the hallmark of a classic fullback.
Oh, his positional play was superb, but his execution of his skill was as well to catch a rolling ball there on the fly, and just look at the amount of tackles that Catalan had to make more than St Helens, but St Helens just missed 1 tackle in the whole game, and that's the reason it's 36 points to 8.
Go.
Cunningham again pounding forward, wearing out these French forwards.
Move! Wait! Go.
Long, Fasavalou. Oh, good ball. Solid delivery, Fasavalou. Tony pulled to her. Tony pulled to her.
Move! Wait, guys.
Good one-handed pass there from the forward.
Okay. Surrender.
Well, they're still going through the basics of rugby league, aren't they? Very well, St Helens, completing the sets and turning the ball over on their own terms. A lovely kick that time into the corner and a very good kick chase.
It's a good professional performance, John, because they have been out of sorts in the last couple of weeks. Not taking anything away from, you know, Bradford and Wigan, who put 2 superb performances in.
Move! Wait! Stand up!
But Catalan's finding no way through this defence.
Okay.
Thursday. Winged it again. Eddie Gardner coming in, spotting tactics in midfield. Maguire.
Well, Gardner's renowned, isn't he, as an attacking player, but he's defended outstandingly well tonight. And that fella's had a cracking game. He has that left wing. That's why they're kicking the ball dead, really.
He usually has been prone to losing 1 or 2 of those high balls, John. But he hasn't missed anything today, has he?
Movement! Wait, guys.
Just 1, I think. Just 1. Just 13 minutes remaining then in this Carnegie Challenge Cup 5th round tie. 36-8 for St Helens.
Move, Jerome! Wait!
Long switches to the left-hand side. Cunningham gives it to Cunningham.
That's 4.
To Graham.
Cunningham to Cunningham, right?
Well, he is now. He's going on his own. No, he's not. Clough. Good ball. Good ball again. Gardner. Little space on the outside. Suddenly forced inward.
Dominant. Stand. 5. Go.
On the final tackle. Price with that big sidestep. Down the dummy. Beautiful try from Leon Price. No holding in this afternoon. He's a giant of a man. He has pace, but above all, he has that terrific wide sidestep. He really can beat a man. Just look at this, John.
Yeah, it's a superb individual try, isn't it, this one? lovely left foot step there, and they're trying to be physical with him, but he's big enough to handle that, and he just comes through the other end with a very good try there. Trying to put a shot on him, Ferriel, but he just brushes him away with contempt, really. And it's quite an easy finish for him there to put a right-handed put down. But he's had a very, very good game, all game, Leon Price. He's been a thorn in the Catalan side, created tries, and in that case, finishing them.
Leon Price.
So, St Helens add to those points, 40 points to 8, thanks to Leon Price.
Yeah.
And
Please.
Sean Long to continue with the conversion attempts. Long, 11 years at St Helens, just enjoying a benefit with the club. That's another two-pointer. That's to be added to his 2,570 points before kick-off today. Phenomenal scoring record for the Saints. Sean Long.
It's a joy to watch, isn't it? Second receiver Price there, and that time he just decides to back his own strength, back his own evasive skills, and comes with the 4 points.
He's such a big man though, John, when he has the ball. You can't go in with a half-hearted tackle and expect to pull him down.
Well, he's big, he's fast, and he's strong.
A mistake there from Lady Gardner allows Catalan Dragons perhaps
Go! Kieran, hold that line.
a little brief time with the ball.
Replaced by 20, Kane
Two.
Bentley.
Move!
Kane Bentley coming on there at the
That's one.
hooker roll,
Go.
number 20. Jerome Guisset.
No way, the ball's gone forward. Scrum down.
That's another knock on. I cannot see any way that Guisset should have been trying to offload that ball there. Just hold the ball.
Stay, fellas, wait here.
Well, it's been very difficult, hasn't it, this second half, because they just haven't had the ball in good field position at all, and St Helens have been absolutely clinical in all that they've done, and it's a very accomplished and very professional performance from St Helens.
Wait!
Just look at the metres gained there, John.
Well, you can gain the metres when you've got the ball, Ray.
That's right.
And that's what they've dominated is possession.
Move. Hold, go.
Cunningham looking for support here. Finds it with Bryn Hargreaves.
Movement! Wait! Go.
Yep, and the quarter-final draw will follow this match. It looks as though St Helens will be in there. Still some big guns in there, and Gateshead amongst them. Congratulations to them. First time in the quarter-final draw.
Wait, guys, wait! Go.
Less than 10 minutes remaining here then. Sean Long. Oh, with a towering kick. Oh, that's a try. Wellens is there. Oh, no, he's not. He's still going. Play on, says the referee.
One move.
Well,
he just gets the ball over the try line.
Well, you've got to credit Pello's enthusiasm there, just to... He made a hash of feeling the towering kick from Sean Long, but he was just so enthusiastic to try and solve the problem. But see there, he doesn't really get near to the ball, but he's on the ground, and it's him who solves the situation ultimately. So all credit to the fella for getting back up there and getting back involved in play.
And it wasn't the biggest of men, it was Casey Maguire.
That's one. Move! Hold!
Running there by Dane Carlo. This is better.
Two. Move! Wait! Go.
Adam Mogg.
Okay.
Green Shields. Gossard.
3. Movement! Wait! Go.
Good ball, good drive again from David Ferriol, but he's lost the ball.
Yeah.
And he's given a knock on, no advantage.
I think it was a penalty rather than anything else, because I think there was a spilt ball there from Ferriol, and it's play on here, advantage played, but there's 2 men, and it's reefed out. But
and the The Catalans' completion rate of their sets, John, really gone down now to the mid 60s, and you can't play against St Helens like that, can you? 66% completion, even though Saints isn't very good, is it?
Stand!
Well, when they've had, but they've had 39 sets of St Helens, so they've had 10 sets more than Catalan.
And then again, let's not forget they scored tries, which doesn't complete the set, does it?
Go, well done.
We'll be looking for 0% completion next week then at Wakefield. Try every set.
Move, guys! Wait. Go.
Price.
4.
Tour 11 years with the Penrith Panthers in Sydney.
Okay.
Been in great form since he arrived here. Clint Greenshields.
That's 1. Move! Okay. 2. Okay. Movement! Wait, guys, wait! Go, Wellington.
The Catalan Dragons making very little progress here now. I'm sure they'll be watching that clock tick down. They know the chances have gone. They're well out of this Challenge Cup tie. 42 points to 8, but a try or two might be good consolation. Here they are. Here is Kane Bentley. He's got Bosk inside him. Oh, good recovery there from James Roby. Quick play the ball needed. Bentley again. Did it want the dummy there? Ferriol driving in. He gets it over. Not a knock on.
Well, you've got to credit St Helens, haven't you?
Getting back.
I mean, all you can do in a knockout game is win the game, and it doesn't matter about the score really. But the 42 points to 8, they know that they're in the draw for the quarter-finals, and they're still with a great defensive effort like that, with people like Roby, Price scrambling back. I mean, they split him up with some lovely play back on the inside, and there we just see Roby scrambling back. Superb tackle then, and then once again to throw something at them, and it was Price that came up with diffusing that problem.
I just wondered, could Bentley have got over the line himself there, John, instead of passing it to Ferriol? But well, doesn't matter. There it is. 5 minutes remaining then. Cunningham. St Helens still playing lively, attractive rugby.
Move! Go. 5. Hold it.
One tackle remaining.
Okay.
Price.
Well, St Helens will have got a lot of confidence as well, you know, for the upcoming Super League fixtures with such a comprehensive team performance as this.
Actually, they travel to Catalan Dragons next weekend, John.
Well, so, they'll certainly have the psychological edge, I think.
They will. I think there'll be a welcome for them down in Perpignan, though.
Well, they haven't got such a good record over there, have they? So it'll be a real interesting contest.
But this is the game that St Helens really wanted. They needed to reassert themselves after the problems of the last few weeks.
Movement!
And of course, in the Challenge Cup, you've only got one chance. Mogg. Melly again coming in. Bale did well to get that ball away.
But it makes it hard, you see, to play when the space is taken from you and your skills pressured.
The last tackle, Bosk.
Okay. 1. Movement!
Thomas Bosk there running out of options on that kick.
2. Move!
Mr. Thaler there asking the Catalan Dragons players to get off. He still wants to quick play the ball even in these late stages of the game. Roby. Sean Long. Vassavalu.
4. Move! Away, Jerome! 5. Move! Wait!
Roby and
5.
Cunningham spelling each other at the acting half-back position. Oh, good little chip kick. Back again here now. Roby again. That's a good tackle.
Well, good on the Catalan Dragons there, because that was inventive attacking play on the last tackle there. from St Helens. Lovely little dab through from Long. Chase from Helens, and then some lovely offloads in collision, then pre-collision, but good scramble defence from the Dragons. Good on them.
And that defence from St Helens forcing the Catalan Dragons back into midfield.
Go.
An injury to St Helens
Passavalou,
player,
I believe.
Passavalou. He's back up. Holding his left wrist though.
Hit the man, that's why, and then went backwards. That's why it's a knock-on.
He's a hard man, is that
Thank you, Tony.
Samoan forward. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Right,
that's in the tackle there. It's a very aggressive tackle.
underneath him, isn't it?
Yeah,
Here we go, guys. Stay on!
I think it's just gone against the joint there, his shoulder joint, but
Here you go, Sean.
it's a tough cookie,
Stay.
Barry Passavalou, and it's good field position from that header for St Helens.
Roby going through. Strong, can he get there? No, he can't.
Move, Remy!
Casti just keeping with him. Is there one more try to come? Francis Mele looking for a hat-trick. There's Passavalou. Not much wrong with the lad now. He can sense the try line.
Wait!
Just over a minute remaining.
Go.
Saints on the attack. Cunningham back inside
Three.
to Mele. Good tackling again.
Get away.
A penalty. Interfering at the play the ball.
Replaced by 24, Remy Casti.
Any ideas on a man of the match, John?
Yeah, I think the Carnegie man of the match, it could have gone to any one of a number of St Helens players. They've so dominated the game in a comprehensive team performance, but I've gone for Sean Long. I think he's directed operations, organised the team superbly, had a bit of a running game where he split them open. His kicking game's been superb, and he's been sound defensively, so you know, a deserved Carnegie man of the match, Sean Long.
And he's checking if this is a try, John.
It's short there.
Short.
Yeah, short there, that is for
Short.
certain, and that's the tackle completed there.
Yeah, I think he's short. His elbow was on the line.
I think Passavalou does. He's ready to play the ball
Yes,
already.
he is. There he goes. He powers in.
Yeah, he's a
Three trying to hold him.
great leg drive, hasn't he?
That's short. When his
Twisting the
elbow
tackle,
touches
but,
the ground, even if he forces the ball over for me, I
well, the tackle's completed there. Ball carrying out hit the floor.
Yes.
Bang, it's finished.
yeah, I'd say no try, John.
Well, I think the
There's not even a double movement.
the players have made the decision,
forward.
Ray. They're all lined up for the next play.
Everybody waiting. It won't make any difference with just over 40 seconds remaining.
Wait, guys. Both feet, lad.
Mike makes a difference here if St Helens can swing this ball out.
Wait there. God's come up on there.
Well, we're still waiting to see
Yeah,
whether
well,
it's a try or not.
I think Ben Thaler's saying it's got to go up on the screen.
Even the St Helens fans are saying, get on with it. No try.
Play ball. Tackle 4.
Can St Helens score one here? Roby to Price. No, they won't.
That's it, don't move! Move!
St Helens then
Tackle
set to
one.
reach the quarter-finals for a 9th consecutive season and still on target for a 4th successive visit to Wembley.
Come back.
Another home draw will, I'm sure, be the
2.
order of the day when
No,
the next
man.
round of ties is drawn in the clubhouse later before our cameras, John. I don't think... Oh, here's a chance. Well,
Good
you
tackle.
can't expect a forward to go the full length of the field. Jérôme Guisset was a tired man. There is the final whistle from Ben Thaler. Saints 8 tries to 1. That tells the story of the afternoon. Wheeler picked up 2, Mele 2, Helens 2. 42 points to 8 for St Helens. And that's the 17th successive Challenge Cup win.